At the western edge of a fallen world lies a cliffside village. Harboring the last survivors of the human race, those who chose exile over death. They train day and night, confined to their hideout, their legacy cursed, survival their sole purpose. Legend warns of the demon army, bound to strike again, eager to completely eradicate humans. Fortunately, legend also tells of a hero flying in from the Western Ocean to bring protection and knowledge. On a day that begins like so many others, a young ninja is about to be visited by the Western hero. And sent on a perilous journey into this merciless world to carry a scroll paramount to the clan's survival. Hello folks, I'm OdinSpack 33, and this is my Let's Play of The Messenger. I'm so excited for this. I love this game, and I cannot wait to show it with you all, and we're about to do that. A few things. This is going to be a 100% playthrough of this game, meaning we're going to find all the things, and I'll explain what that is as we go. This is also going to be like a super two game spanning Let's Play, where we're going to play The Messenger first, and then its prequel, Sea of Stars, its distant prequel. It's a completely different game. Sea of Stars is a RPG. This is an action platformer, two very different genres, but they are story linked. So we're gonna play the original game, The Messenger, and then jump into the past with Sea of Stars. So I'm gonna be playing through this game as if you've never played either The Messenger or Sea of Stars. But if you've played Sea of Stars, you'll get to see some of the little clever story connections that they make through it. But I'm not going to be going into that. But then when we eventually get to Sea of Stars, that Let's Play will be like, oh, you've played through The Messenger? I'm going to talk about The Messenger the entire time through it. So, anyway, with that being said, let's get into this game because it's awesome. It rules. So, let's do a new game here. I'm going to name myself in all caps. We're just going to do SPAC. I could do OdinSpack. It fits. But, you know, we're going to do 5 letters, kind of like a classic game kind of name there, 6 characters or less, even though I have 10, but whatever. I have 9, but I mean, there's 10 possible I could use. Doesn't matter. Not important. Name doesn't matter. Let's get going in this game. Oh man, I'm so excited. We're finally doing this. I have so much to talk about, but first, we gotta read all the dialogue. Another day and still no sign of the so-called Western hero. Training used to be fun, but all we do now is memorize boring prophecies. Demon army this and magic scroll that. Nothing's happened in centuries, so why are we still hiding? I wish I could just leave this place and go explore the world. Gather around, everyone. History lesson is about to begin. Oh great, another lecture. I guess I should at least show up this time. So yeah, we're gonna be reading all of the dialogue in this game too. There's a lot of it. Some of it may not be the most well-written. Some of it might be a little cringe-inducing, but generally I like the story of this game. So, that's all that matters. Right on time to try the new course. Show us your cloud step technique. Jump, hit, jump. Cloud stepping is easy once you've been trained. Jump, attack something, and jump again. You can remain airborne as long as you find things to attack. So this game's primary mechanic here is cloud stepping, where as long as you hit something, you can keep jumping. The gameplay in this is just so smooth, and it really rewards ambitious and bold movement. So as long as you commit to jumps and attacks, generally you'll be safe. If you kind of hold back, that's when you find yourself getting hit. You might fall into a pit. It's kind of got that kind of gameplay to it. Well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Have you done your reading? Ever the rebel. What's the point? All we do is rot in this hideout anyway. I see that the importance of our ancestors' wisdom is lost on you, but let me assure you that the threat of the demon army is very real, and should they... They have returned! This is all wrong. The Western hero was supposed to save us. Watch out! Well, they got smoked. They're done. Don't go. You are not ready. Well, we're going anyway. Burn it all, bring the humans to their knees. Look at this guy. Absolutely insane looking. Not so fast, big boy. Oh, and who might you be? Are you really all they've got? Pathetic, prepare to die. That sound, impossible. Look at this cool guy riding in on this Phoenix here. So sick, look at him go! It seems luck is with you this day. Barmathazel. Yes, my king. Keep an eye on this worm. Certainly, my king. Count your blessings, ninja. My minions will make short work of you in the Autumn Hills. Are you the Western hero? Something like that. To be honest, I got here way too late. As you look like the most capable around here, I have a task of the utmost importance for you. Take this scroll and carry it across the island. You need to reach Glacial Peak Summit, where 3 sages will be waiting for you. But who are you, and why is this scroll important? You'll find answers along the way. Head for the village gate now. The Shroud of Night will be your only protection to make it through the Autumn Hills. Godspeed, messenger. You got the scroll. You have been chosen to be the messenger, tasked with carrying the scroll across your cursed world. Yeah, we are now the messenger, and if we press select here, we can look at our items and abilities. So we got the scroll, you were tasked with carrying to the top of the mountain, and we got Cloud Step. Scoring a hit in the air lets you jump again. Jump, hit, jump. We'll be filling this out as the game goes, of course, but, you know, got a couple things to start us off. And so you were chosen, Godspeed, messenger. I haven't mentioned this at all. Music in this game, top tier. Rainbow Dragon Eyes, absolutely killing it. One of my favorite things about this game is its amazing soundtrack. Give me a game with fun gameplay and an amazing soundtrack, and you know, it's definitely gonna be one of my favorites. And this game just absolutely kills it. And in this very first level we're about to go into, which is the Autumn Hills, they just start off with an absolute banger. It is so good, and you know, I'm just gonna be vibing and jamming with it as we just go. And most of this game is just gonna be me just going. Like I said, this game rewards bold and ambitious gameplay. So I'm not a speedrunner of this, but I'm gonna be going fast because you see, if you hesitate, stuff like that happens. Whereas if I would have just gone, we would have been completely fine. Now these guys, we can't mess with their projectiles, so we're gonna, you know, we are gonna dodge that. But yeah, look at this. We can kind of just jump attack here, you know, as long as we hit something, we can keep on jumping. It's just, like I said, just so satisfying. Well, that's not too satisfying. That was kind of bad. Maybe don't jump into fireballs, you know? But man, listen to the soundtrack. Oh, it's so good. Alright, well, we can't make that jump, so we're gonna have to go into here and meet one of the most interesting characters of the game, the Shopkeeper. Oh, the messenger. I wasn't expecting you so soon. What is this place? This is the shop. It doesn't look like a shop. Do I look like a shopkeeper? Anyway, so I'm this mystic character who will be mentoring and supporting you on your epic quest to save the world. All you need to do is take the scroll to the top of a faraway mountain where 3 sages from my order will be waiting for you. Your order, slow down. That was way too much text for one dialogue box. Look, just keep going eastwards and make sure you grab all these time shards you see lying around. I can use them to upgrade your abilities and artifacts. First one's on the house. Enjoy. You got the climbing claws. Press against walls while airborne to stick to them. Need anything? So the Shopkeeper offers 2 things, upgrade and chat. So upgrade, get new skills. It's a tree, it's a skill tree based. We start at the bottom, work your way up. We're gonna immediately get this first one, Strike of the Ninja, which allows us to attack enemy projectiles, and we can cloud step off them too. You want this right away, super good ability, get it. Other thing we can do in the shop is chat. This is where this game's interesting dialogue comes in. So let's start with that, the climbing claws. So climbing claws, oh yeah, you can press against walls to cling to them and climb at your leisure. Makes sense, the way everything looks, it just felt like I should be able to do that. Yes, that's why John Guyton invented them decades ago. Who's John Guyton? Never mind, just an acknowledgement I needed to get out of the way. I don't get it, some will. Alright, what is this place? Seriously though, where are we? Curious, are we? In time you'll come to realize that the question is not where, but when. That's it? Listen, I know you're still new to this, but you have to be pretty naive to expect anything other than cryptic information so early in your adventure. Wouldn't you rather go back into action anyway? Just buy a health upgrade or something and be on your way. Kids these days. Any stories to share? Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a servant who didn't know how to read. The day came where his master asked him to read something for her, to which he replied, "I'm sorry, my lady, I can't read." That reply immediately got him fired. So he went out into the streets looking for a tea house to relax and accept the bad news. When he couldn't find any, he reckoned he probably wasn't the only one to wish there was a tea house in this small town, so he opened one up his own. It really picked up, so he built many more and became rich in the process. One day, his accountant asked him to review a piece of document, to which he replied he didn't know how to read. The accountant, who couldn't believe his ears, said, "If you became a millionaire without even knowing how to read, just imagine where you would be if you could read." "Well, I know exactly where I would be," the rich man replied. "I would be a servant." The end. What? I don't see how this applies to my adventure. It doesn't. You asked for a story. Or like the long version of When Life Gives You Lemons. Alright, since you don't seem to appreciate me sharing some clever material for your next party, I suggest you move along. So yeah, a lot of this game's dialogue are these fun, which honestly I like the stories, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot of dialogue like that. So the shopkeeper, you know, definitely very fourth wall breaking. This game's a lot of that. But now we got the climbing claws, so we can move on, and don't worry, there's gonna be plenty of intermissions with the shopkeeper, but we're gonna do our best to keep things moving. But there is stuff that there's dialogue that can be missed, and I don't want to miss any of it, so at some point there'll be more we'll get to see. And by the way, check out this new Strike the Ninja where we can jump off projectiles. Look how cool this is. Yeah, so now we can not only destroy enemy projectiles, but we can jump off them too, which is a huge aspect of this game. It's actually kind of crazy that it's technically locked behind a thing you don't have to get. Like, that's an optional upgrade, you don't have to get it. I mean, you probably will, but, like, it's just kind of crazy that you could, in theory, miss it here. By the way, we've seen 3 enemy types so far. We've seen the green turtle guys that take 3 hits. I guess, I don't know if I'd call these enemies, these, you know, falling leaf things out of, I was about to say out of rad gravity, stupid. Oh man, whenever you're gonna find a Messenger Let's Play that references rad gravity, only on this channel, absolutely. Actually, this game has lots of Fact Xanadu vibes for me too, just in the gameplay, which I know sounds wild, but I'm serious, it does. And it'll make more sense when I get another ability. But that's besides the point right now. But yeah, so, you know, this game has pretty standard enemies. You know, you got those slow-moving guys that take a bunch of hits. You got those red guys that shoot out 2 projectiles at a time. And the blue ones that are kind of like Hammer Bros style, where they throw like an arcing projectile. And so, yeah, you know, we'll get more throughout the game. But right now, that's all we got. We got a bunch of these, I don't know, they're like lizards, kinda. They're probably not lizards, but we're gonna go with that. Only because I keep calling the first ones, turtles. Oh, and we have those guys, that they just run at you. That's their mechanic. Also, by the way, these time shards we keep collecting, that's why I keep kind of defeating all the enemies. They usually drop one. And we're gonna go in here, we're gonna get this energy shuriken right now, might as well, and we can afford the health upgrade, so we'll pick that up too. So there we go. So now we have a projectile, which you'll see those 3 diamonds, which are our key points up there. And you can just kind of, you know, press the top button here and throw one. Does the same amount of damage as a sword slice, which means it's pretty not good against the turtle guys, but against those red guys there, they're pretty good. So, and the Hammer Bros there too, not too bad either. I don't know why I chose to jump over that. That was kind of ambitious. Shouldn't have done that. This game also has lots of secrets. Like I said, this is a 100% playthrough, so I'm leaving that guy alone so that we can get this first secret that's right up here, which we can just jump up here. I'm gonna show off something in a second here, but you'll notice there's this little green spinning collectible. It looks pretty, you know, important to collect, so we're gonna grab it here. We're not just gonna grab it though. We're gonna grab it very aggressively, and we're just gonna smash it into oblivion. So it seems you're one to wander off the beaten path. What was that big green object? Oh, you mean that thing you just smashed instead of collecting? It's a power seal. There are many others like this one, but to be honest, I'm not really sure what they do. I can tell you that finding them all is optional, but if you're the kind of adventurer that likes to go for the extra challenge, you'll want to keep an eye out for hidden rooms. And who knows, it may or may not unlock an overpowered upgrade. Anyway, I'll be in my shop. So yep, that's part of our 100%. We're gonna get everything. So I'm gonna throw a shuriken here, like right up in this top right. You can kind of see it in the background there, but that's the power seal kind of look. That's your indicator right up there that there is a power seal nearby. That probably leads to a room. I don't think they're always there, but they are most of the time there. By the way, there's another good use of the shuriken right there. Just take out that enemy. And we can get our key points back just by, sometimes they're in lanterns. Just like health is sometimes. And then later on, we'll get other ways to restore it, but right now it's just kind of like maybe they're in lanterns, maybe they're not. But yeah, pretty useful for taking out enemies that die in one hit. So we might as well use it, right? I mean, there's no reason to not use it. The reason I was saying this is like Faxanadu, by the way, is because I normally just attack in that game, and I rarely use the magic in it. And the shurikens, or ninja stars, which I probably will call it, because I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that. You know, I don't use them too often, so that's my comparison, my gameplay style. Anyway, here's another power seal, as you can see here, so this is another hidden way to go. This room is funny for me because this is where I died the very first time I played this game. I don't know how. This really isn't complicated. You know, for someone who plays platformers regularly, it's really not a complicated room. I also could have skipped this one because I don't know if you see down here, but there's definitely a breakable wall that we can't get to right now. And now this game is, you know, it's a left to right platformer, but if it means, if you see something that you can't do right away, that might mean something might change later on. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to spoil anything, but this game is definitely more than it appears. I will say that. I know we're in part 1, but that's okay. I will also say that, yes, I really do love this game, and I actually tried to record it a while back, a few years ago, actually. I think a few years is actually not even a wrong statement, and I ended up scrapping it because I was a few parts in, and then I ended up leaving for a while, and by the time I got back, I just... You know, I didn't know what I was doing, so I just was like, well, whatever. I don't know what's going on. I'll end up doing it again someday. So anyway, let's go in the door here. And, oh, here's a new chest here. So what's with the big mysterious chest? It appeared when you smashed your first power seal. You still need to smash 43 power seals to open that, so we've smashed 2, so there's 45 in the game. Alright, and we can afford the second wind ability, so we'll grab that. It's a recovery jump. You know, if you ever played Kingdom Hearts, lots of action games kind of have something like this, where when you get hit in the air, you can jump and kind of get back into it. Alright, well, we got the level boss chat here. Looks like you're almost at the end of this area. Did I forget to mention there's a giant leaf monster guarding the exit? You did. Ah, that look on your face. Don't worry, my dear adventurer. Leaf monsters only come out during a full moon. Oh, is it a full moon right now? Yes. Oh, I didn't mean to. Well, good luck. So yeah, let's go fight our first boss of the game, and then we'll probably call that a video. Pretty excited. Pretty exciting to fight this big leaf monster. Look at him coming out of the ground. So we gotta hit him. We can't do damage to him while he's got the leaves protecting him, so we gotta knock the leaves off. There must be a way to get up and cloud step him up there, but I don't know how to do it, so we're just gonna go down here and just spam attacks and probably, yeah. Like I said, there's probably a way to get up and get him like in 2 rounds or something, but you know, we'll take the 3 round. I'm sure there's a way. I don't know how, but you know what? It's not important. We beat the Autumn Hills, and we're into the Forlorn Temple, but we're going to call it quits for today, because that's plenty of video. So thank you so much for watching. I've been OdinSpack 33, and I'll see you for the next part. So until then, take care, and goodbye.